Hello, and welcome to the Empathic Designer podcast. I'm your host, Vaidishwaran. So, it's been a while since I've posted episodes on my channel, and I think this is the first time you're hearing from me this month. I know it's a little late. Um, the reason being, I was a little caught up with my work, and I was also not keeping good health for the past few days. Good news is I'm getting better, and I think I should be absolutely up and running in about a day or two. So, as for August 2020, we are kickstarting this month with my webinar, the monthly webinar on the Empathic Designers podcast that's happening this Sunday at 11 in the morning, Indian Standard Time. And the topic is going to be practical design thinking. So I've got the link in the description of this particular video. So you can just go there and register yourself. It's going to be a fun filled 75-minute session. I'm going to be talking about a lot of practical aspects and some of the challenges um, we typically encounter, both intrinsic as well as extrinsic, when it comes to the entire design thinking process. And you will also have an opportunity to interact with me, and we can discuss a lot of fun stuff about instructional the instructional design aspects of design thinking as well. So while I have been busy with my office work and my health reasons as well, I've had the opportunity to write some scripts for some of the episodes that are going to come up this month. So I'm very excited to share those with you. In fact, my first episode for this month, after the webinar that's going to be released next week, is actually on a very interesting topic. This actually transpired after a discussion I had with one of my colleagues a couple of weeks ago, and it is on why needs analysis fail. So it's a very interesting topic. I've got a an interesting list over here. So I think it's going to be it's going to be a fun topic for us to discuss. And I'm also continuing on my current series of cognitive bias. And as requested by one of my listeners, we are also going to be talking about fallacies this month. So be prepared to get into a discussion on fallacies as well, along with cognitive bias. And in other news from my channel, I'm very happy to announce that the audio version of this particular podcast is now available on Apple Podcasts, and it's also available on Spotify, along with a bunch of other podcasting platforms like Anchor. So you can go ahead and find me over there. And if you prefer the audio versions of my podcast, you can definitely go there and take a listen. And as I had shared on my Facebook page, we are slowly upgrading the gear for this particular channel. So I've got some new lights that I'm actually using one of the lights over here. So I'm going to be getting, so I actually have another light. So we're going to be improving the visual aspect of this particular podcast. And I'm also looking at some gear over the next few months to make this podcast a much more interesting and an enriching experience for you. So stay tuned, and I'm very excited about all the episodes that are lined up for this month. And I look forward to talking to you on the podcast. Thank you, and have a wonderful day as always.